To determine the total calculated load in amps that 10 dryers will contribute to the house panel's calculation in a 120/208 three-phase 4-wire service, followed these steps. Firstly, convert volt-amperes to amps. The dryer nameplates are rated in volt-amperes, so it's necessary to convert this to amps. Use the formula current in amps equals volt-amperes divided by voltage multiplied by the power factor. Since the power factor isn't specified, a typical value of 0.8 is assumed for inductive loads like dryers. Secondly, calculate the current for one dryer. Using the formula, the current for one dryer equals 4,500 volt-amperes divided by 208 volts multiplied by 0.8, which equals 27.4 amps. Thirdly, calculate the total current for 10 dryers. Multiply the current of one dryer by 10. Total current for 10 dryers equals 10 times 27.4 amps, which equals 274 amps. Therefore, the total calculated load that these 10 dryers will contribute to the house panel's calculation is 274 amps. To elaborate, the calculation assumes a balanced load across the three phases of the 120/208 volt system. In practice, dryer loads may not be perfectly balanced, and additional considerations might be necessary for neutral conductor sizing, voltage drop, and overcurrent protection. The power factor of 0.8 is a typical assumption. Actual power factors can vary, and more accurate values should be used if available from the manufacturer's specifications for the dryers. Also, consider the National Electrical Code, or NEC, requirements for demand factors and load calculations in multi-family dwellings. The NEC provides guidelines for reducing the calculated load based on the number of appliances. Refer to the appropriate articles in the NEC, such as Article 220, for specific requirements and allowances. Furthermore, the calculation assumes that the 208 volt supply is stable and within acceptable limit. Voltage variations can affect the current draw of the dryers. Proper voltage regulation is essential for efficient and safe operation. In addition, it is important to verify that the existing electrical service and panel have sufficient capacity to handle the additional load of the dryers. Adding a significant load without proper assessment can overload the system and create safety hazards. A licensed electrician should perform a load calculation to ensure compliance with the NEC and local codes. Also consider energy efficiency. Modern dryers may have features that reduce energy consumption, such as moisture sensors and energy-efficient motors. These features can lower the overall operating costs and reduce the electrical load on the system. Finally, proper grounding and bonding are essential for electrical safety. Ensure that the dryer circuits are properly grounded and bonded to prevent electrical shock hazards. Follow the NEC requirements for grounding and bonding. To summarize, the steps are: firstly, convert the volt-amperes to amps for a single dryer by dividing the volt-ampere rating by the voltage and the power factor. Secondly, multiply the single dryer's amperage by the number of dryers to determine the total amperage. Thirdly, consider factors like NEC guidelines, power factor variations, voltage stability, and the capacity of the existing electrical service. The formula used is current equals volt-amperes divided by voltage multiplied by power factor. This calculation provides an estimate of the load that the dryers will add to the electrical panel. It's important to verify that the existing electrical infrastructure can handle the additional load safely and efficiently. Additional considerations include the balanced load across phases, potential for voltage drop, and the impact on the neutral conductor. For instance, the NEC allows for demand factors that can reduce the calculated load based on the number of appliances connected. This acknowledges that not all appliances will be operating at their maximum rating simultaneously. The specific demand factors vary depending on the type of occupancy and the number of appliances. It is always best to consult the latest edition of the NEC and local electrical codes for the most up-to-date requirements. Licensed electricians and electrical engineers are qualified to perform these calculations and ensure that the electrical system is safe and compliant. Moreover, the power factor is a crucial parameter that affects the current draw of inductive loads like dryers. A lower power factor results in a higher current draw for the same amount of real power. A power factor of 0.8 is a reasonable assumption for many appliances, but it's best to obtain the actual power factor from the dryer's manufacturer. In cases where the power factor is significantly lower than 0.8, a calculated current should be adjusted accordingly. Also, voltage stability plays a vital role in the performance and lifespan of electrical appliances. Fluctuations in voltage can cause appliances to draw more current or operate inefficiently. It's important to ensure that the electrical service provides a stable voltage within the acceptable range specified by the dryer's manufacturer. If voltage fluctuations are a concern, voltage regulation devices may be necessary. Furthermore, the existing electrical service and panel must have sufficient capacity to handle the additional load of the dryers. The total load and the panel should not exceed its rated capacity. Overloading the panel can lead to overheating, tripping of circuit breakers, and potentially dangerous conditions. A qualified electrician should perform a load calculation to determine whether the existing service is adequate. If the service is insufficient, it may be necessary to upgrade the panel or the entire electrical service. To ensure electrical safety, proper grounding and bonding are essential. Grounding provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, which helps to trip circuit breakers and prevent electrical shock hazards. Bonding ensures that all metal parts of the electrical system are at the same potential, which reduces the risk of shock. Follow the NEC requirements for grounding and bonding to ensure a safe and reliable electrical system. In the context of the calculation, the service being 120/208 volts 3-phase 4-wire implies a Y-connected system. In such a system, the voltage between any two-phase conductors is 208 volts, and the voltage between any phase conductor and the neutral conductor is 120 volts. This type of service is commonly used in commercial and multi-family buildings. The load calculation should take into account the phase voltages and the current draw on each phase to ensure a balanced and efficient distribution of power. The calculation of total load considers each dryer to be operating at its maximum volt-ampere rating. In reality, dryers may operate at less than their maximum rating depending on the load and settings. The NEC allows for demand factors that can reduce the calculated load based on the number of appliances connected. These demand factors are intended to account for the fact that not all appliances will be operating at their maximum rating simultaneously. The specific demand factors vary depending on the type of occupancy and the number of appliances. Consult the latest edition of the NEC for the applicable demand factors. Moreover, consider the impact of the additional load on the neutral conductor. In a three-phase system, the neutral conductor carries the unbalanced current between the phases. If the load is perfectly balanced, the neutral current will be zero. However, in practice, the load is rarely perfectly balanced, and the neutral conductor will carry some current. The NEC specifies requirements for sizing the neutral conductor based on the expected unbalanced load. The calculation of the unbalanced load should take into account the type of appliances connected and their operating characteristics. In addition to the demand factors and unbalanced load calculations, it's important to consider the voltage drop in the electrical system. Voltage drop occurs when the voltage at the load is lower than the voltage at the source. Excessive voltage drop can cause appliances to operate inefficiently or malfunction. The NEC specifies limits for voltage drop in branch circuits and feeders. The voltage drop can be calculated using Ohm's law, taking into account the resistance of the conductors and the current flowing through them. To minimize voltage drop, use conductors of sufficient size and minimize the length of the circuits. The calculation of the dryer load is a critical step in ensuring the safety and reliability of the electrical system. It's essential to perform the calculation accurately and to take into account all relevant factors. A qualified electrician or electrical engineer should be consulted to ensure that the electrical system complies with the NEC and local codes. By following these steps and considerations, it's possible to determine the total calculated load that the dryers will contribute to the house panel's calculation and to ensure that the electrical system is adequate for the increased demand. In addition to the considerations mentioned earlier, it's also important to think about the type of overcurrent protection used in the electrical panel. Overcurrent protection devices, such as circuit breakers and fuses, are designed to protect the electrical system from overloads and short circuits. The size of the overcurrent protection device should be appropriate for the ampacity of the conductors and the load being served. The NEC specifies requirements for the selection and installation of overcurrent protection devices. It's important to ensure that the overcurrent protection devices are properly sized and installed to provide adequate protection for the electrical system. Furthermore, it is advisable to use energy-efficient dryers. Modern dryers often incorporate features that reduce energy consumption, such as moisture sensors, which automatically shut off the dryer when the clothes are dry, and high-efficiency motors, which consume less energy. By using energy-efficient dryers, it's possible to reduce the overall energy consumption and lower the operating costs. Also, consider the placement of the dryers in the laundry room. The dryers should be located in a well-ventilated area to prevent the buildup of heat and moisture. The dryers should also be accessible for maintenance and repairs. Ensure that the dryers are properly installed and connected to the electrical system by a qualified electrician. Proper installation is essential for ensuring the safe and reliable operation of the dryers. Moreover, regular maintenance of the dryers is important for ensuring their continued performance and efficiency. The dryer should be cleaned regularly to remove lint and debris, which can reduce their efficiency and increase the risk of fire. The belts and other moving parts should be inspected and replaced as needed. Regular maintenance can help to extend the lifespan of the dryers and prevent costly repairs. In the context of an apartment complex, consider the impact of the laundry room on the overall energy consumption of the building. Laundry rooms can be a significant source of energy consumption, especially if the dryers are used frequently. Implementing energy-saving measures in the laundry room can help to reduce the overall energy consumption of the building and lower the utility costs. These measures can include using energy-efficient dryers, encouraging residents to use cold water for washing clothes, and implementing a schedule for using the dryers to avoid peak demand periods. Also, consider the impact of the noise generated by the dryers on the residents of the apartment complex. Dryers can be noisy appliances, especially when they are operating at high speeds. Locate the laundry room in an area where the noise will not disturb the residents. Consider using soundproofing materials to reduce the noise levels in the laundry room. Noise reduction can help to improve the comfort and quality of life for the residents of the apartment complex. Finally, consider the accessibility of the laundry room for residents with disabilities. The laundry room should be designed to be accessible to residents with wheelchairs or other mobility devices. Ensure that the doors are wide enough to accommodate wheelchairs and that the controls for the dryers are within reach. Provide adequate lighting in the laundry room to improve visibility. Accessibility is an important consideration for ensuring that all residents have equal access to the amenities of the apartment complex. In summary, calculating the dryer load for an apartment laundry room involves several steps and considerations. The initial calculation of 274 amps provides an estimate of the load that the dryers will add to the electrical panel. However, it's essential to take into account factors such as NEC guidelines, power factor variations, voltage stability, the capacity of the existing electrical service, demand factors, unbalanced load, voltage drop, overcurrent protection, energy efficiency, placement, maintenance, energy consumption, noise, and accessibility. A qualified electrician or electrical engineer should be consulted to ensure that the electrical system complies with the NEC and local codes, and to ensure the safety and reliability of the electrical system.